Hello everyone, this is Martabin Balash from Pakistan and you're watching my YouTube channel Insani Ittihad, which aims to invoke a little bit of humanity in all of us through awareness and understanding. So I wanted to talk about this really unique experience that I had in the past week, I think. Past week, actually the week before the last week. And it is something that I already have told you guys that my rabbi, who used to give weekly khavrutas to me, started again. Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem. He is managing to get some time out from his busy, life, personal life, professional life, whatever he's doing. And we're we're not actually going through the parshas, but he's actually kind of educating me and making me aware of what to expect in the conversion process and how to go about with the questions and how to prepare me basically to face the rabbi for conversion and everything. This week that he gave me this wonderful, it was actually our first session after so long, after so many months of the in-between gap. And he made me aware of a lot of things and stuff. And then he said this one thing also in regards to, there are some inspections that a rabbi must do in regards to see if the woman who is an aspirant convert, and if she for the purposes of marriage or marrying her or for the shidduchim of that particular woman, a rabbi must check that this woman is a healthy woman and who has her weekly periods. So this has to be checked by the rabbi, that she is menstruating and she is of the age of, because to tell the potential spouse that this woman is a fertile woman. And since age is a big thing for me in particular to my case, because I am already 37, 38. So by the time that I would convert, I don't know if I'm like 39 or 40, I don't know. Let's see, if I go next year, then I will be 38. 39, 39, 40. So the person would be the person to be, whoever the husband is. Hopefully would be 40 or 45 or 50 or 60 or whatever. It has to know that if a woman is like that. So my rabbi was just being so cautious that they would ask you for your they would give you a piece of cloth and say that you need to, whenever you have your period, you need to give this as a proof that you do menstruate, and this is something like that sort of a thing. And then he, out of precautions, he was like, but you shouldn't allow anyone to touch you inappropriately and in places, or basically be aware that people shouldn't, and there are, there can be any, cases in certain situations where, converts, aspirant convert women have reported cases of molestation or harassment by the rabbi in such cases. So he was just trying to make me aware psychologically and physically that be prepared. They will ask for such things, but if they try to touch you inappropriately, or if you feel like that you're being harassed or molested or whatever, chas v'shalom, so just be prepared and report such unethical behavior of the rabbi, or just run for your life. So I kind of in that week, the parsha was actually the parsha was in regards to Moshe sending scouts, spies to Eretz Israel to get the report that what kind of people are there and what are we facing if we go into Eretz Israel. So I was like, I was thinking about it, and I was just like, I was feeling like so blessed that, my rabbi, and in the parsha is this parsha that, Moshe sends the scouts, and they come back and they give a not a very favorable, or, an intimidating and a bad report, so to speak. And it was not a bad report, it was something like very truthful, and similar to that, my rabbi was trying to make me aware of things that I should be cautious of. Somewhat there is a truth to it. I mean, maybe there are some converts who have faced such difficulties, such incidents, and he was just preparing me for that. But I realized that I felt very, deep down inside, I felt a bit of intimidation and a bit of a setback. That, I mean, what if it really happens to me? What if I just go and chas v'shalom, something inappropriate happens? The rabbi tries to treat me inappropriately, or I feel like I'm being harassed, or I'm being insulted, or anything. And then my rabbi suggested go report him to the police and go. So I was just thinking that what if this happens, something like chas v'shalom, something like that happens, and I have to report it. I go to NYPD, the New York City police station, wherever, and I tell them that I have come from, I'm an immigrant. I mean, I am an immigrant, or whatever. I'm on a visitor visa. I don't know, whatever the situation. So I've come from Pakistan, all the way from Pakistan, and I'm a Muslim woman. I'm wearing this hijab. So a hijabi girl from Pakistan who came to NYC all the way from Pakistan just to get converted into Judaism and start her Jewish life, is saying that the rabbi that she met for conversion, or for whatever purpose, for all those purposes, molested her. I mean, I was just thinking, how would that police officer, I don't know if he would be Jewish or Christian or atheist or even Muslim, or or some, I don't know what the ethnicity or the religious affiliation of that person is, but how would he see me? Would he be able to trust me, that this hijabi wannabe Jew from Pakistan, who came from Pakistan to to convert and start her Jewish life in New York, is actually telling the truth? Why can't he for a moment think that this is some terrorist, extremist, hijabi woman? Maybe I would stop wearing hijab when I get to New York City. But I don't know, I have this habit of, wearing these shawls, these Pakistani, we call it dupattas. These dupattas would probably, I would still be wearing modest clothing, and I would be, somehow, I won't be that expose kind of a woman. And, this guy, even if I'm not wearing the hijab, without the hijab, will he trust this brown or darkish Asian woman from Pakistan telling him this story, that I was passionate about Judaism and I've come here and I've been treated badly or disrespectfully by the rabbi? Why wouldn't he think that I'm this one Pakistani anti-Semitic girl who just is here on a mission to, disfame or disrespect? I have an agenda against the Jewish people, and that's why I'm saying this. That's why I'm accusing this rabbi of such disrespect and despicable things. I'm just an anti-Semite who just is sent by ISI or Pakistani military to do such, heinous thing, or I'm doing it for fame, or I don't know. Oh, she has a channel in Sony Ittihad. Maybe she's doing that. So I thought, how, and I felt really, really vulnerable. And for a moment I thought, and I said to myself, Mahjabeen Baloch, you are in your late 30s, in your 40s. What's the point? For a moment, I think for a couple of days, yes, I would say that. A couple of days, the thought kept going into my head that, is it worth it? Whatever I've decided, am I making the right decision? Will the faith and the connection that I have built with Hashem, will that bond that I feel with Hashem, the closeness that I feel with Hashem, be able to, comprehend all this? If Khas v'shalom, if this sort of thing happens, will that bond and closeness and divinity that I feel with Hashem would be able to heal that whole thing? Will I still, where would all this leave me? Because, it would be really difficult for me to even report such a thing. And then I realized, in this age and in this time where, if you ask my friends or my peers or, all those aunties, they will say, such a wasteful life. What have you been doing in your life? Nothing. You have achieved nothing. You don't have any, to come to think of it, if you ask me what is the purpose of my life, or what is the biggest achievement in my life that I'm proud of, or I can, show it off to the world, I would say nothing. I don't feel that I have accomplished anything or anything. Now, Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem, I'm a healthy person. I'm a good person. I think positively. I have this amazing connection with Hashem. It means a lot to me. I have an education, 18 years of education, 6 years of university education. Many women don't even go to school. But I have achieved that. With research, the work experiences, the friends, everything. That is valuable. But if monetarily, or the way that we judge people and we evaluate people and we evaluate their achievements and their success, I am one big epic failure. And that's a fact. It's not I'm underpraying or I'm such a humble person, but yeah, it's a fact. Okay, fine. I basically survive on my family money. My father left us, a home in agricultural land, which pays the bills and everything. And I'm not a billionaire. I have no big, that thing that people would say, I have this achievement. I might say I'm making these videos and making this channel an achievement, but is it? How many people actually watch when my own siblings don't watch my videos? So, I don't know how it contributes to anyone who watches. Maybe it gives them stress and migraines and headaches. So, and still I want to start over, start a new life from scratch, go through the conversion process, go through that. And what if it is like this? It is like my rabbi, who was being conscious and concerned, and he was just trying to make me aware of things, and so that I'm prepared, so that I'm not in a situation where I can't control. I'm like, what the hell has happened? So I'm grateful for him for giving me this experience and giving me this thought process. And then I went back to Torah and I said, you see, when the Israelites and Moshe and all those people got intimidated with the bad report entire generation died. They they kept on wandering around this desert for 40 years. An entire generation lost their life and lost a grave opportunity to enter into Eretz Israel. But they lost that opportunity just because they were intimidated, just because it was for a moment depressing and scary. And what if that happens? They didn't have that faith, that amunah on Hashem, that if I have this relationship with Hashem, Hashem will take care of everything. And then I thought, Majabeen, yeah, you're old. Yes, you are an epic failure. Yes, you're 40. Probably the rabbi think that, well, luckily, Baruch Hashem, I am having my periods. So if by, next year or the other year, I hopefully hope to keep having my periods. So, I pass the test. But even if I fail the test, even if I get menopaused or whatever, I would just say to the rabbi, yeah, I don't have my periods and I have menopause. And yeah, you can tell this to the potential shidduch, that this woman is barren, she can't have children. Well, guess what? Sarah had children Sarah had Isaac when she was 90. Was she ministrating at that time? And Rebecca was very young, very, very young. She was having problem conceiving. What was that? Rachel had fertility issues. And Leah was the eldest sister, yet she had most of the children of Yaakov. So I don't know. I don't know. What if I just don't get a shidduch? Who cares if I don't get married to a Jewish guy? Fine, my sister would marry somebody Jewish and I would have Jewish nephews and nieces who can sit Shiva on me and I won't get married. What's the big deal? So that day I realized that, I need to pass that Amunah test. I need to have Amunah on Hashem. If Hashem approves this relationship with me and him, he would take care of the rest of the journey of conversion and going into Judaism in having this Jewish life in New York. I just have to have that leap of faith on Hashem. I just have to do that lech lecha, just like Abraham and Sarah did. Lech lecha. And this was my personal lech lecha, thanks to my rabbi after so many months of gap between this chavruta. And I thought I should share this. And yeah, comment and let me know how you think and what were your moment of, great amunah and faith on God and Hashem and, everything. So I hope this inspires someone out there who is listening, because it inspired me at least. So thank you.